Taurus, a wonderful good morning to you. Good to see you here. Taurus, today I'm going to do your springtime oracle reading. We're going to have a look at what blocks your energies right now and how you could undo them. So, Taurus, I am having two decks here. This one is the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Amazing cards, very dark. Don't be creeped out. The artwork is amazing, but we need cards that reflect the dark things in life properly. I find them amazing and I find them very helpful. We're going to use these cards to figure out what's blocking you. And here we have a new deck. It's called The Wisdom of Hafiz. These cards have a very light energy, very positive, very, very pleasant to look at. And we're going to use these to figure out possibilities how you could unblock your energies. Because at the end of the day, we're all creating this ourselves, right? Things may happen to us in life, of course, that's understood through other people, through circumstances. But how we go about it and deal with it and how we move forward in life, that's entirely our own decision. And we have the power to do this. And this is really what the whole dealing with blockages is about. That, you know, when we're blocked, we can't really figure out so well what is the right thing to do. And there we go. Okay, Taurus, interesting. The first card is called Today for Tomorrow. It means you are working today on a better future for your future self. This is the same person. Yeah, one is your present you, one is your future you. And of course, we're trying our best to create a positive future for ourselves. But there's something about this process that is blocking you. The second card is called Anger and Chains. And we see here a roaring lion. Can you see that? And the card is like an explosion of shapes and patterns and colors and everything. Anger and chains. So the anger of the roaring lion is being held back. There's repressed anger here. Taurus, you're angry about not being able to be your wild, true self. Chains are holding you back. Now, are you holding yourself back? Maybe because you should be a better version of yourself and you're working too hard on that. There is such a thing as becoming too intense when it comes to, you know, working, doing self-work, self-help, all of this. Sometimes you honestly just need to relax and have a nice time and enjoy life. But someone wronged you, Taurus. Someone did something and made you very, very angry. And yeah, this is the anger is blocking you, and whatever the chains are for you, the repressed anger is blocking you completely. This is not good. And here we have a card that is called Gilded Regret, and we have this elf-like creature with this interesting crown. It's almost like a thorn crown, but it's this is actually quite a positive card, but it's a card about missed opportunities and about, I don't know, it's as if you have not reached your full potential yet in a certain way, and you feel frustrated about this and you want to access this part of yourself in order to be able to create a better future for you. Maybe learn more about potential pitfalls with regard to people who made you angry. I feel also, though, that for some of you there's an element of you're holding your wild side, your strength, back way too much, and that, you know, you need to allow for those chains that hold the lion back to break and be your wonderful wild self and live thereby a life without regrets. Excuse me. So let me see what the wisdom of Hafiz has to say about that. Okay. First card. Second card. And third card. Beautiful. Taurus, the first card is called Listen. We have this person here in this tower. This is a card that is very much about listening to our inner voice. If there are people around you that want to give you advice, at least some of them may have a point, so you may want to listen to them. But it's very much more about your inner voice. Who do you need to... What do you need to change? What does your inner voice tell you? What you need to change about who you are today so that you can be happier tomorrow? When you go really, really deep down and sit still with yourself and listen to what your heart tells you and your mind tells you, usually the answer is there. The next card is called Pause for Reflection. And it's so mysterious. You have these lotus flowers there and a moon that looks like a lotus flower. And so it's as if the moon and the lotus flowers are mirroring each other or gazing back at each other. And that's the reflection. Pause for reflection. Give me a second here. There's something here. It's so interesting when we're repressing really strong feelings like anger. What can happen is that we're blocking other feelings as well, or we're blocking our intuition. It's because the fabric is not so see-through anymore. It's not breathable anymore. And if you release anger and open yourself up to your inner voice is what's really going on inside of you, and have the courage to to actually pay attention to your inner voice. I was actually making fun. I was having the fun idea towards myself, if you will, that my inner voice was kind of screaming and screaming until the voice was quite hoarse, and because I kept ignoring it, not listening. That's much better now. Quite proud of this. So pause for reflection. You do not always need to move forward to create a better life, and it's just go. No, just take a deep breath and sit still for a moment. And chances are that maybe the anger is dissipating and dissolving in the stillness anyway, if that makes sense. It's just there's a lot of release here, a lot of tightness, even muscle tension, even physical muscle tension. If any of you are dealing with tension headaches, literally just pause, breathe, think, listen, and you don't need to decide anything yet. Just start to feel again. Last card is called Guidance is Golden. There you go. Can you see that? There we go. Beautiful. Guidance is golden. The Temple of Wisdom and Knowledge. So, again, the inner voice, but also the guidance we may get from other people, from books. Of course, like with everything, don't overdo it. There are people who are watching something like 20 plus hours a week, or even in a few days, of YouTube videos about, this personality disorder or that psychological profile or this, whatever, something to problem solve. That's fine, but all within good measure, and also be very careful whom you're taking guidance from. But yeah, when you feel there's a good source to get the knowledge from, it seems to me as if sometimes you're doing things a little bit too much by yourself and try to solve your own problems, but it's good to get guidance and let go of regret. And there's somebody in your life that may be able to give you advice on how to go about things in a way that you're not regretting them anymore, but I'm not sure if you even need this, Taurus. I think the situation is pretty clear. Acknowledge that the anger has a real reason and be kind to yourself. Get rid of the chains. We don't want to do chains. And yes, you're working today on a better life for you for the future. But for this, you need to let go of regret. This is all complete self-reflection here and interacting with other guidance, but this could be also self-reflection, of course, because if you take guidance from someone, you then need to think about it. So that's the way to go. And I don't think I've ever had a reading where this was so clear. Usually there are other elements to it also, but this is less doing, more feeling, and more, breathing slowly, and just feel what it is that you want to do and what would make you happy. Okay, Taurus, take good care of yourself. I wish you a happy springtime, more sunny days than rainy days, and I see you around soon. Bye for now.